What is up, guys?
Coming back at you with another episode from the Backups.
What is... Something smells fishy in here, Ryan.
I don't smell anything.
Oh, it must be our sponsor! Tuna!
Where did you get that?
What do you mean, where did I get it? It's our sponsor! Tuna!
Did you hit your head or something?
No, it's great! You've never tried it? Straight from the can! It's great! It's juicy! It's great! It's yummy!
Okay, we should probably just get straight into the video.
Sounds good.
Put the tuna down. We're gonna be doing a little video called Start, Bench, Cut.
NBA edition.
We're gonna be having, you know, each 3 players, and we're gonna have to pick which one we would like to start, bench, or cut. We got a few here.
Let's get right into it.
Let's get into it. Let's say first one, Stephen Curry, Russell Westbrook,
sucks!
or James Harden.
All right.
Who do you got?
I'm gonna go ahead and start Curry. I'm gonna bench Westbrook and I'm cutting Harden. That's what I'm going with. Sorry, Harden. What about you, my friend?
For me,
I think I know who you're starting.
I'm cutting Westbrook.
Oh, okay.
Just putting that out there. That was the easy choice. And I think I'm gonna start Curry. It's actually difficult between Curry and Harden for me. I think Harden's really good. Personally, I think he's definitely better than Westbrook.
Moving on down, we got Klay Thompson, DeMar DeRozan, and Jimmy Butler. So who are you gonna start, bench, and cut?
I would probably go Klay, DeRozan, Butler, if I had to choose. But it's actually really close between all 3 of them.
Yeah. I would have to go ahead and just, start Klay, and I think I'd actually bench Butler, cut DeRozan. I think the lack of, like, 3-point shooting from DeRozan, and I think he's not as good on defense as either of those 2
Butler's
guys.
a lot more well-rounded of a player, for sure. Alright, we got a little point guard trio battle here. Lillard.
Dropping dimes everywhere, like I just don't care.
Kyrie Irving, the Sauce Master, and Chris Paul, the State Farm Agent. Who we got?
Alright, for me, I think I'm going to start Kyrie Irving.
Whoa.
I'm going to bench Damian Lillard. And I'm going to cut Chris Paul.
Chris Paul's got roasted.
Sorry, Chris.
I'm gonna switch it up a little bit from yours. I'm gonna put Lillard starting.
Okay.
Kyrie off the bench, cutting Chris Paul. Sorry, Chris, you're old. I think Lillard had a really good season last year, and even though Kyrie is a champion, I think Lillard could have won with LeBron.
Okay,
to be honest.
Yeah,
you know,
so could you have.
Yeah, I could have won with LeBron. Yeah, exactly. So I don't really think that proves a whole lot. So I think that Lillard has showed a little more in the regular season to me, leading a team. So I would say him. All right, we got
moving on down.
kind of
A weird one.
like a mid-tier, not mid-tier, but like a high tier, but not the best
Shooting
guards.
We got Bradley Beal, C.J. McCollum, and Devin Booker.
Dave Book, who do you got?
For me, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go. I think I'd have to start Devin Booker.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna bench Beal and sit McCollum.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Booker starting. I just think, well, I don't know, like, I think this is just for the next year, but he's, you know, he averaged 25 points per game this year, which, you know, although he was really the only person shooting on, like, a garbage Suns team, but still, I would still put Booker, and then I would probably go McCollum over Beal. I really like McCollum's game. I've definitely seen him many times against the Warriors, although he always loses. He puts up a lot of points, so I gotta respect him for that. Alrighty, for this one we got Giannis, the Greek Freak.
I'm gonna tell you something about what we just saw. Steel slam, Giannis out of it.
Anthony Unibrow Davis.
Oh, no, no, no.
Kawhi, the invisible man. Who do you got?
So on this one, I think I'd have to go Giannis at 1.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis at 2.
So cutting Kawhi.
And I'm cutting Kawhi.
Can't trust him?
What are you doing, Kawhi? Where the fuck
Where are you?
I'm a fun guy. I don't even know where you're sitting at.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you a little bit there, but I do have Anthony Davis at number 1. This year, especially in the playoffs, he really, really impressed me because he doesn't really have much on his team. Honestly, I think Giannis has more on his team than Anthony Davis did. So, and to lead his team that far, I thought was really impressive. So, I'll give him the start. Yeah, I'll have to give Giannis, the bench because, he's a guy who could average like up to 30 points, and he hasn't even totally gotten his jump shot down yet. So
he can take 2 steps from half court and dunk it.
He's just a freak. And then, Kawhi, I don't know. It's just there's too many question marks, so I'm just kind of staying away. All right, next one. We got the centers.
The current day centers. We got
Cousins. We got Karl Anthony Towns, Catman,
yes,
as they say, and Joel the Process Embiid. Who do you got?
For me, I got Joel Embiid at 1, and DeMarcus at 2. Clear cut. I'm just cutting Cat. Sorry, but for me, it's the big toss up between Cousins and Embiid, and the big difference for me is because they really almost wash with their skill, offense, defense, shooting, dunking, all of it. I really think they're almost a wash. So I think Embiid brings a little bit more positivity. I think he's more of a leader, maybe.
Yeah,
overall
for sure.
than Cousins, and I think he really can bring a city together.
Yeah, he just forms a culture in the locker room. Like, that's just such a valuable thing to have. From some young guys to some old guys and very old guys.
Legend round.
LeBron James.
LeBron, don't be a cock blocker.
Magic, Irvin Magic Johnson, and Larry Bird. Larry Legend. We couldn't put LeBron with any current day players because it'd be kind of obvious who we would pick. So we had to put him with some of these guys. But I'd probably still have LeBron out of these 3.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. Like, for a while, I would have put Magic above him. And I know Magic has more rings. But I just think LeBron has done so much for so long. I know Magic's career was kind of short. So I'd go LeBron, Magic, and then I'm cutting Larry Bird. All right, moving on to some of the old centers. We got Bill Russell, Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I would have to say, I would put Kareem at number 1. I'm tempted to put Bill Russell because he might be the best defensive player ever, and he has the most rings of anybody ever. So that obviously means you're one of the greats. But Kareem, 5 championships, 5 MVPs, number 1 leading scorer of all time. You can't really argue with that. So I'm putting starting Kareem, benching Bill Russell, and I'm cutting Wilt. Just because of his lack of championships and stuff, he wasn't up to par with the other guys.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's really close, like Ryan said, with Kareem and Bill. I'm going to go ahead and start Kareem as well. Bench Bill, cut Wilt, sorry. And then that's just how it goes.
All right, moving on to some high flyers. We got
Dominique Wilkins, Vince Carter, and T-Mac Tracy McGrady. Who you got, man?
I would probably have to say Vince. I think he had the longest career, or he was good for the longest amount of time. He's still playing now, even though he's not really that good. And he was so much more than just a dunker. Like, in his prime, he was a superstar, and even though these other guys were also superstars, I think that he did it for longer and more consistently. So I'll give it to him. And then I'm going to have to say Dominique Wilkins. The main thing that he beats T-Mac out for is that, one, T-Mac never really won anything. And so it's kind of mean. He never really got deep in the playoffs, and his prime was kind of short. So those things kind of hurt him.
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna have to start Vince as well, just because he really was a superstar for a good 3-4 year chunk in his career. So I think the real debate was Vince and Dominique for me.
Yeah.
I think T-Mac was just like you said, he didn't really win anything, but he was one of the most flashy players of all time.
If he had a full-length career, I wouldn't be surprised if he was considered a lot better than people. You know, like,
oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
If he just landed in bad situations every time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just what it is. Moving on down.
All right, we got some rooks. We got the number 1 pick, DeAndre Ayton.
He was number 1.
The number 2 pick, Marvin Bagley. The number 3 pick, Wonder Boy, Luka Doncic. I'm gonna say Doncic. I just think he has has an unbelievable gift to like pass. Like, he has such good court vision, and he's just like a winner. You know, he played in the EuroLeague, won MVP, won Finals MVP, and that's the second best basketball league in the world. Like, way better than college. Like, way better. So, I just think he has that superstar quality about him, so that's why I would pick him. And then DeAndre Ayton, you know, he is a machine. He has like a very polished offensive game. So, like, he's pretty like safe. He's like a safe pick. So, I would definitely pick him. And then, you know, Bagley, there's definitely a lot of things I like about Bagley, but I just think the other two have more potential to me.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go ahead and start Luka Doncic, like you said. I think he's playing with the big boys.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go ahead and put Bagley on the bench.
Oh, shit.
I think that he's
hot
a
take.
little underrated. I think
Yeah.
I think he's going to really challenge that best power forward in the league spot. I think he has potential to go for that.
Woo,
I think it's kind of up for
Porzingis' spot.
It's up for grabs. It's up for grabs. Hey, even a guy like Saric can go in there and grab it if he wants.
Whoa.
Are you crazy?
Are you out of your mind? Hot takes here, boys.
But yeah, and then benching DeAndre Ayton just because I think he has tapped his ceiling more than any of these three guys. Like Ryan said, he's got a polished game and everything, but I think he, you know, it's not to say that he's not a great player, but I just think the other guys have a little more in the bank.
Next three are guys who have definitely reached their potential.
Oh, definitely.
Lamarcus Aldridge, Kevin Love, and Marc Gasol. I don't think we're going to see them add a whole lot of new stuff to their game anytime soon. But
no.
They're all good. But I would probably start Aldridge. He really impressed me last year. Just with his year with the Spurs with Kawhi out. And then I'd probably start Gasol. I just think he's a little bit better defensively than Love. And I think even though he was kind of injured last year, and last year was a hard year for him. Just like the team was really bad. So I think with a winning team, he can like bounce back and like be like a 20-something per game scorer. So, and then Love, you know what Love brings. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and have to start Aldridge. He's, I think he's one of, like, maybe the top three guys that have, like, an actual, like, unstoppable shot maybe in the league, you know?
Yeah.
His mid-range shot is very
ridiculous.
Very difficult to guard for pretty much anyone. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to put him at 1. I'm going to put Caleb at 2 because he has potential to really, like, really show up.
He can drop a whole lot of points.
Exactly.
In a night.
He can show out and show up. So I'm gonna put Love at 2. Gasol, very close with Love, but I just don't think he was quite there. So yeah, that's
all right. We got a few of the rookies. We got Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell, and Jason Tatum. Who do you got?
So if you didn't already, go watch our rookie talk video.
Bang bang bang.
You want to go watch that because if you watch that, you're going to know what we're going to say here. So
exactly.
I'm going to have to go ahead and start Simmons. Just a great talent, point guard. Just all over the floor. Can't shoot, but he's done a lot with
he has a lot of room to improve.
Yeah, he has a lot of untapped potential. Then I'm going to go ahead and put Mitchell and then Tatum.
Yeah.
I just think Mitchell's like really really great attacking guard, whether it's from the three-point line, whether it's from inside dunking on people. It doesn't matter, but yeah, that's what I went with. What about you, man?
I mean, I would start Donovan Mitchell if we were talking about this past year or next year. But I do think that Simmons is eventually going to get better because he has so much untapped potential. But just for this year, I'm going to start Donovan Mitchell. I'm going to bench Ben Simmons. And I'm going to cut Jason Tatum. There's a lot of good things about that Jason Tatum does. I think he's going to be like an all-star in his prime. But I don't know. I just think Mitchell and Simmons just have more like of an ability to just carry a team.
Yeah.
Like at this point. So I'm going to pick them.
Moving on down.
We got Paul George, Jimmy Butler, and Gordon Hayward. I would honestly start Jimmy Butler. I think he brings a lot to the table defensively and offensively. I think he's a really good leader, and I think he wants to lead a team and has done it before. And then I'd bench Paul George. I think he's just a little bit below Butler to me. And I think he's another one of those guys who's really good offensively and defensively. And he's a really good shooter, and if he gets really hot, he can win you a game.
Yeah.
And Hayward does a lot of those same things, but he's not as athletic as both of those guys.
Yeah,
and
I've seen him slam at home pretty nice, but
yeah, I mean,
he's got to recover from his injury.
Yeah, no, the injury.
Let's
for
see
sure.
what he brings
when he
comes back.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what he does.
I'm gonna go ahead and start PG. I think Paul George is just, and I think I'm also gonna bench Butler. So I think that was the big toss up for me was PG and Butler. And I think I just gave it to Paul George just because, like Ryan said, he can get really hot. I think he's longer, and I think he brings a little bit more to a team than Butler does. I think Butler can kind of maybe be a little negative sometimes and stuff like that. But, hey, Jimmy B, he might be just messing around. So, yeah, I'll put Hayward. I'll cut Hayward, but, yeah. Moving on down!
All right, we got John Stockton, Jerry West, and Steve Nash.
Oh, monster!
3 of the best white point guards of all time, I would say. I would put Stockton at number 1 just for how many years he did it. He was one of the most consistent to ever do it. And then I would probably... It's tough. I would probably put Jerry West just because he got the championship and... The numbers, I know it was a different era, but some of the numbers he was putting up are ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's a finals MVP in the finals that he lost, which has never happened before, which is pretty funny. So, gotta give it to him for that. And then Steve Nash, 2 MVPs. Obviously, he's great, but I just think he's kind of edged out by these other 2.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I'm going to go ahead and start Jerry West, my boy. I think he... With the impact that he made league round, also being the logo, the boy. Like you said, he also did for the era he played in. He had some pretty ridiculous stats.
Yeah, I think he averaged 50 points per game in the finals that he lost.
Yeah,
which is ridiculous.
So I would go Jerry West starting. I'm gonna bench John Stockton, like you said, one of the best passers. They're kind of like Nash was the new era John Stockton in the 2000s.
Yeah.
So. I put Nash at 3.
Alright, guys. Hope you liked hearing about all of our opinions about different players, which one we thought was better than the other. And so make sure to hit that like button if you thought what we said made sense and you found it entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
And make sure to go down into that comment section if we didn't pick your favorite player and you're upset. Or, maybe if you're a player that we cut, you can comment. Maybe we could do a collab or something. Who knows?
I'd be down. Alright, also, don't forget to subscribe. As always, on your way out, just tap the bell. And don't forget, you can tune your car, but you can't tune a fish!
Oh! That was fucking terrible.
Dude, fuck you.
Fuck you!
And I was like, baby.